Well, the time has come. Bags are packed. Boarding pass is printed.
The sun has
Gone to sleep, and so must I.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye. So, Mom and I enjoyed our last decadent dessert. Although we may end up going up later. Who knows?
Oh boy.
Probably
These
not.
Ankles, probably not.
The ankles are fine.
In a comparison to what? Stuffed sausage?
Yeah, encased in a light skin.
Yeah, very light skin.
So we have packed everything. We printed our boarding passes. We've taken our last picture of pretty desserts,
There's a log of the entire crew.
which is extremely fascinating, and I'm very excited.
Meal.
Yep. We got out of here. Well, we just got raped for another $3.95,
But it's only
90 bucks, and I gave you 43. So now I owe you another 2.
And you're not getting out of here without it. That's the truth. I insist.
Right. So we did all right as far as the expenses. We managed them well. We figure if we were to pay $45 a piece for traveling home or traveling to the airport, that's about, we're coming out on even, basically. We could either paid for a taxi or gotten the shuttle service, and so we've come out even.
Well, actually, we did a little better because
Yeah,
the
it was like
shuttle would
$100
take
bucks.
care of our-
Yeah, and then we also have somebody taking.
Schlep the bags.
Yes.
Those are heavy bags.
Yes. So what tomorrow we're going to do is we're going to get one of those carts that we can throw our bags on and wheel it through the airport, because otherwise it'll be depressing. And then we have to take an Uber once we land in Chicago, because Sarah and Greg and Liz are all going to a Coldplay concert. So we'll get home, and
Get my doggy.
she's gonna get her doggy, and then she gets to go home and get in her bed, and that's exciting. That's exciting news. But let's kind of just debrief the whole cruise as a whole. What were let's name off 3 highs, Mom. What were 3 highs of the cruise for you?
I really enjoyed all of it. I honestly did. I loved Dublin. I liked Inverness, and I liked, well, actually those are my 2 favorite. But, Belfast is Belfast. But Inverness, Greenock, or Greenock, which is really Inverness again. And Dublin. Yeah, those were great ports. We had a good time. We saw a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and we had a good time.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that was one highlight. What's another highlight?
That was 3 highlights.
No, like that was a general, like, port type highlight. What was another highlight?
Well, those were 3 different ports.
I know, I'm talking about, like, in general. What did you like about the cruise?
I liked going to the department stores and mingling with the citizens of the various cities, and just, seeing how they go about their daily business. I thought that was very exciting and nice, and typical of the population. What about you, Laura?
Well, you've got one more.
No, who makes these rules?
I made the rules.
Oh, shit. 2 is all I get.
Third.
I'm claiming the senior privilege. I get a buy on one of the things.
Well, my absolute favorite thing about the entire trip was being with you.
Oh, absolutely. But that goes without saying that we're good companions, and it was a lot of fun, and we had a lot of laughs. Gosh.
We did. We laughed so hard that I think we almost peed our pants a couple of times.
Definitely.
We laughed over stupid things, for sure.
And the shows were great.
Oh,
on
yeah.
the ship.
See, that was what I was getting at, Mom.
But they were great shows. I mean, I don't know which one of them I could say was the best. Except, the last one topped the one before, which topped the one before.
I would agree with that.
They were all excellent shows.
I can't remember what that one was. It Born to Be Wild or something like that? The second to last one with the whole crew when they had the car. And
yeah, the 60s.
That was
50s
theme, but then they went all the way contemporary with it. But it was good.
They were very well produced, not just talented actors and actresses, singers and dancers, but the whole production value of the thing was great. The lighting, the staging, the whole bit. It was very professional.
I agree.
Very. These people know what they're doing.
Right. So, highlight, of course, being with you. 2, as far as ports go, my favorite port was probably Dublin.
I think I would have to say Scotland.
I did like Scotland, and I really did like Inverness. And then I would say that ties for me with Port Guernsey. I loved Port Guernsey.
Yeah, that was.
I thought that was a very quaint, beautiful area. I had my first raw oyster. It was so good. Oh my gosh, my mouth is like watering at the taste. It was so good. And so I loved that. I loved the people singing on the dock. I thought they were awesome. The lady with the colorful hair. And I liked the fact that we met a shopkeeper there and his wife. And I don't know. I just thought that was the cutest place. I just really did. And I think it's cool that Victor Hugo lived there. And we didn't find out anything about that until we were in line and we met a couple that were, enthralled and had visited. So we actually learned something from the people. That tender, though, sucked. Mm-hmm. I will say that.
I don't like the tender.
Yeah. And then my number 3 thing was the service. I really was in awe of the service here. They really, for the most part, I would say 99% of the people here are proud of what they do. And they're proud to work for this company, and they do a very good job. Mm-hmm. And again, I don't know what kind of training program they had, but it's awesome. They know how to give good service. They're in the hospitality business, and they are truly hospitable people. So those are the 3 highlights for me. Now, 3 things.
Could you put it on somebody besides me all the time? I really don't.
3 things. 3 things about the cruise we wish we could have changed.
I can't think of anything, really. I mean, you always wish it was longer, but then, then that's more money.
Right. And they do have longer cruises.
Yeah, but...
Right. Well, what I do wish is that the ports, like there was more consistency at the ports. I feel like if you're not going to be able to have people go to the city center, you should at least...
Give them an interesting port.
Well, give them an interesting port, and then also not charge them to go into the city center.
Right. Well, and I think the biggest disappointment for both of us is that the internet was a tremendous expense, and it should be free.
Right.
I mean, with the cost of this cruise, they can't give you free air.
Right.
To carry the signal from your iPad.
Right.
Ridiculous.
And he said it's because it was satellite.
Oh, baloney.
But my thing is, again, and I do agree that the internet is prohibitively expensive, which was illustrated by, anytime we had a port there was free internet, everybody would be sitting outside and enjoying it. But okay, fine. Charge people if they're going to be in their stateroom. But if there's a common area where there's a Wi-Fi signal anywhere, right?
Cafe.
Yeah, then that should be, I think, free. Personally, that's my own opinion. The last thing that I would have made as far as a suggestion would be for them to include a sing-along night in the Princess Theater. I think that would be fun.
We are the champions.
And put it up on the board and have some fun. Have more interactive, because I think I think we had that Freddie Mercury performer who was awful, but had he done like a sing-along, that would have been fun. Call on people and call them up to stage, but it was just horrible. It was just horrible. So, I don't know. Overall, this was a wonderful experience. I am glad that I've booked another cruise for November of next year for me and Sam. I think Sam will absolutely love it. I think he will
He'll like it,
eat it up. And then we'll be in the Caribbean, so it'll be warm.
getting away from the Iowa winter.
Right, because we're going to be there in the middle of November, so that's a good time because it'll have been at least a month or two of cold and crappy weather.
Yep.
So that'll be good, and it'll be right before Thanksgiving, so we still will have time off when Thanksgiving comes, so that'll be good too. But this was a great cruise. I can't even express my gratitude more, Mom. I mean, honestly, this was an amazing gift, and I'm so glad that I was able to.
I was wonderfully happy that you were able to accept and go.
It was a very unbelievable
and I'm
gift.
grateful to Sam for letting you go.
Yes. Yep.
And your kids.
I think my kids were fine. I think, let's be honest.
One of those
I'm pretty sure you guys were just fine.
Alaskan deals, yeah.
Yeah, but it would be kind of neat to take Lizzie and Max and Sam along to a cruise, maybe someday in the future.
You know, if you hit the lotto,
Yeah.
all I can say is they sure know what to get for them.
They sure do.
But, you know, the food, entertainment, transportation, all of that. Yep, all of it.
And I think the Caribbean will be better because we won't have to like travel so far to go to different places. So
no,
we'll just be able to get off the boat and go.
I think 3 times I've been there, 3 different cruises, I think, and it was we had a great time every time.
Yeah.
And I recommend highly that you tube down the river one of those times if you can, or do something on in inland waterways. That's fun.
So, okay, here's another question. What was your favorite memory of the trip?
Oh, being with you. I'll never forget that.
No, that's mine too. Absolutely. So all of it was really great, but honestly, it was spending time with you. Mm-hmm. You're funny, and you're smart, and I loved hearing the stories, and I truly felt Dad was here. I'm glad that you shared so much about him. It meant the world to me. It truly did. So it was amazing. It was epic.
Cleaned up real nice too. He looked great in a suit.
He did. Mm-hmm. He did. He was a handsome man.
He was.
Definitely.
Nobody would have thought it when I first started going with him. He was quite heavy. He was totally different in appearance.
Right.
But I knew he was a saint and a wonderful person.
He just had a great spirit.
That's what mattered.
I still hear his laugh. Mm-hmm. I can still see his smile.
Absolutely. My lovely Irishman.
Yeah, he was a good man. So, you guys raised a good family.
I think we did an excellent job, and it's all Phil.
No, it was not, Mom. It's not true. Well, I love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Again, this is a supplement to Love the Journey. Soon to be a popular blog.
Almost half filled there.
Yeah, I've been supplementing.
Part 1.
Look at this.
2.
Look at this. Mm-hmm. So, doing my top 26 observations.
You've done little sketches too.
Oh, here's my one sketch for my audience of none. Isn't that intriguing? Isn't that intriguing? What the appetite of all my viewers. All right. Signing off for now. Peace out. Bon voyage. Oh, wait. You know what we didn't do? We didn't recap this actual day. So today, Mom and I were in LaHavre.
Love.
LaHavre.
We never got into Paris because why?
Why? Because
why would we go into Paris when we have it all in LaHavre?
Exactly. And the issue was
3 hours one way,
3 hours.
3 hours back.
Yeah.
10 minutes looking around at the Eiffel Tower.
No.
Back on the bus. Why?
No. Plus, to do that would have cost a pretty penny. It was almost like I think it was $1.99 for the cheapest thing or something.
And again, Paris. We're in France. I mean, what more do you want?
We did step foot in France.
We did.
And we took a tour around Le Havre.
And it was very nice.
It was okay. Mom had a good nap.
Well,
She looked like Big Bird as we were driving along Le Havre. But it's a pretty little pier, and a pretty little town on the water, and had some quaint buildings, had some character, had some history. Also had some assholes. Let's just be real about it. We did meet Andrew, who was a nice Frenchman who I feel like didn't really know how to speak English, but knew enough to at least be polite. Right? He got by. And he was dapper, and he allowed me to take his picture, so I now have a picture of
a genuine Frenchman
who talked to us and knew us from the moment he saw us that we were American.
Marks. I think that's called Marks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it got a little weird when he was like, well, that's a nice camera. That's a Nikon.
Yeah, he was
Nikon.
Yeah,
and I'm like, yeah. And then when he complimented your face, and he was like, it's
nice
such
skin.
nice skin.
You look nice on a rug.
Nice skin, nice rosy cheeks is what he said. I thought that was funny, which is true. You do have nice rosy cheeks.
Does worlds.
Yes,
For your complexion. Yeah.
yes. So anyway, he was interesting. But the gal at the gallery where we bought those postcards, not nice, not nice. She said some kind of fancy word for $4, and I don't know. It sounded French, but she said it very fast, and it sounded different than, because I took a little bit of French.
I took a lot of French.
And she said it kind of
What
fast.
was it in context?
It was the dollar amount that I owed her.
Oh, 14. Yeah.
She said something weird.
4 francs.
She said something weird.
4 francs. 4 francs.
Well, it wasn't francs because it's euros.
Okay, 4 euros.
I don't know, but she did say whatever she said. She said it very quickly.
Nose with the euros.
But anyway, this is okay. So let's reenact the exchange.
No.
Yes, we're doing it.
I'm not.
I'm me, and you're her. Okay, because you speak French and I don't. So say something pretentious. Let's do it.
C'est dommage.
No. Like I give you these 4 postcards, and I'm holding my wallet, and she says something really fast.
Merci beaucoup, mademoiselle.
But she said something about the money.
Merde.
She said something.
Merde.
And I said, how much? And that's what she looked like.
4 francs.
And I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't speak French.
4 francs.
And I'm like, okay, here's €5. And then I said, I'm really...
Merci pour l'échange.
And then I said, I'm really sorry. I don't speak French. And she goes, I don't speak English either. No, wait, you have to do it. Wait, I'm sorry. You do that part.
Oh, Laura, let me alone.
Okay, so I've said it. Now I'm me again. I'm so sorry. I don't speak French. I apologize.
I do not speak English either.
And she said it just like that, even with probably less of an accent than that. And with that, Mom goes, well, look at you. You do speak English. I was like, yeah, it's very good. We're trying to be polite. But then we realized, oh, my gosh, she just slapped us in the face with her. Yeah. So anyway, that was our experience. We don't want to think that the French are assholes. We really don't. But one we thought was going to rob us.
C'est un franc chien.
The guy who sold us the Coke Zeros, he was nice. Right? He was. And we sat at a very lovely park with beautiful mature trees and water fountains. And they said it was supposed to look like it's a sister street to the Champs-Élysées. And except it's a little less wide.
L'Arc de Triomphe.
Right, no arc.
L'Arc de Triomphe.
No, but it is very pretty, and it was very nice. And so we sat there and we soaked in all the French culture that we could.
Ursat's Champs-Élysées.
Right. Now, one cool thing that we did see, Mom didn't see it as much as I did because I stayed on the pier a little longer, was a gentleman who was hand painting he was watercolor painting.
Yeah.
And he had some beautiful paintings, and he had paintings from all over Paris. He had some from LaHavre, he had some from Honfleur, he had some from Rouen, and then he had some from Paris. And so I was mesmerized because honestly, he was sitting there with his watercolors doing these, and we saw it. He was amazing. And so I did pick up a genuine. He didn't speak a lick of English. He had no idea what I was saying. I handed him my money and he said merci or whatever. He didn't even oh wait, that reminds me, that woman got mad at me for not saying merci. Yeah, I didn't say it right. She was annoyed with me. Remember that in the shop?
Oh.
She was. I said merci, and you go merci, and she also kind of like cringed. She was like,
Merci beaucoup, mademoiselle.
Yeah, it was bad. I'm not French. I'm definitely from America, and she probably was judging me, and that's okay.
Fuckez-vous, mademoiselle.
Fuckez-vous. Fuckez-vous. That's a new French term. Fuckez-vous, français. Fuckez-you, French. Anyway, but anyway, beautiful painting, and I picked one up for my sister, and hopefully she'll enjoy that. But had a great dinner here. Last night eating, we're totally full, and we are ready to go. I think I'm somehow going to have to knock myself out so I can sleep. Are we going to get up and actually have a proper breakfast, or are we going to go up to the buffet?
I don't care.
Well, it depends on how quickly we wake up. We have to be out of our room by 8. So if we go,
we have to be off the ship right away too.
Like 8:15, we're supposed to go into some dining room.
Right, and then they escort us off.
Right. So we have to. If we go to breakfast, we have to be at breakfast at like 7.
There, I think we'll have all these hours in the airport to kill.
That's true.
Between now and 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we probably visit several little restaurants along the way. Our different culinary travels
of England, of the airport
in Southampton.
We should. No, we're going to be in the Heathrow.
Oh, Heathrow. Okay.
So we're going to have. What we could do is have a blog on the coffee shops of the airport at Heathrow. At Heathrow, they speak English though, so
better than we do.
Right, for sure. Anyway, love you, Mom. Good night.
You, Laura. Good
Thanks
night,
for Thank you for indulging me in this video diary.
I didn't have any choice.
You did not. That's very true.
So, I get no credit for that.
Not any credit at all.
No.
But thank you for agreeing.
Good
So
night.
love you.
Love you too.